Good morning, YouTube folks. I am going to record this, I think initially at least, for my documentation. I thought it occurred to me that some folks might be interested, some local folks and some folks other places. So I'm just going to share this and tell you what I've got going. This is about irrigation and a watering system. This is a Rainbird gadget watering controller, irrigation controller. Pretty cheap. You can find them on Amazon. And I have set this up in my home here in Arequipa, Peru, southern Peru, kind of the northern part of the Atacama Desert, where we get very little rain. We get about less than 10 centimeters, 3 inches per year. And so I just had this installed, and it's always been interesting to try to water here and keep things moist and alive. But you can see this is a programmable thing, and you can set it up for several days of the week to just turn on and off automatically. I think everyone's familiar with the concept. And you can also, this is a nicer one in the sense that it's easy to kind of override it. I'm going to do that now. You can see it's got a water now or a cancel watering button. If it rains for a few days, you can cancel it, I think, for up to 96 hours. And the water now, if I want to decide, I'm going to do it now. And I'm going to do that just to show you how this works. So I've got this little drip irrigation system installed in the very little green space that I have. And you can see it's not very green. Had some challenges getting things to grow in some of these spaces, probably largely because of how dry it is. And then this plant is a calla lily, and we just planted it. And if you look down at the bottom, there's some new growth, so that's a good sign. I'm going to turn this on so you can see how it works, and of course it'll do this as often as you tell it to. But I'm going to click water now, and I'm going to say let's water for 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. I'm going to click OK, and momentarily I just heard it click on, and as the tube fills up, and it's the black tube, you'll see it's starting to drip out, and it'll build pressure and it'll come out a little more. And each one of these drips is adjustable, so if you want a particular plant to get more water or less water, you can adjust it. This is my papaya arequipeña, so they actually don't like too much water, so I don't have a drip right next to it. I may, over time make adjustments. You can see that one's kind of coming out a little bit more strongly now. That's my little miniature rose plant that we recently put in the ground from a pot. It seems to be doing pretty well. It likes the ground better than a pot. And these calla lilies like more water, so I've got a couple going there. This hose wraps all the way around. Try to ignore the disorder and the toys and any trash you might see that needs to be picked up. But it wraps around the green space, and I've got some ferns down there, and it comes up the other side of that's effectively my carport, and to this they call this in English, I think, an English ivy, if I'm not mistaken. In Spanish they call it a wall lover. And you can see my rose plants, and this is going nicely now, so it'll give it a little bit of water. Depending on how the plants like it or don't, I may make adjustments. So I'm going to adjust this one. I'm going to give it a little bit more water. Alright, so I think that's the extent of my video today. Hope you enjoy. Feel free to leave your comments, like and subscribe, etc. Thanks.